How do you know if you have a rare 1918 Standing Liberty Quarter? In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to make sure you're not missing any rare Standing Liberty Quarter worth potentially tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Welcome back to Old Money Prices. If this is your first time here and you want to learn more about rare coins and paper money, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. Let's jump right into the video. So up first, we have a 1918 over 7S 25-cent Standing Liberty Quarter graded by PCGS, a fine 15. So if you're used to seeing my videos, you typically see the high graded coins, but since this coin is so old, it's rare, it's extremely collectible. Even in the low grades of 15, the grading scale goes anywhere from 1 to 70. So this is a fine 15, super low. You can tell that it's been passed around. It has many hands that have touched this coin, but the biggest thing you want to look out for here is the date. So this is a common theme that you're going to see make these coins worth a lot of money. So it's harder to see in the lower graded coins, but the 1918 at the bottom is going to have a 7 struck with that 8 on the date there. So if you look at the 8 at the back, you can see that there's a 7 that strikes right through that 8, and that mint error is going to increase the value significantly for your 1918 Standing Liberty Quarter. So keep an eye out for the 1918 over 7 quarter, even in the low grades, because this coin sold for $3,055. Here we have another 1918 over 7S 25-cent Standing Liberty Quarter. Now this one was graded by NGC as a details, so it was a higher grade, but unfortunately someone wanted to artificially tone this coin. Toning is something that naturally occurs on a coin unless someone tries to manipulate the coin to make it look like it was toned. So toning can increase the value of a coin anywhere from hundreds to thousands to tens of thousands of dollars. So someone that knew what they were doing was trying to be sneaky and tone the coin, but NGC and PCGS both know when a coin is artificially toned for the most part. Sometimes it can slip by, but this is pretty obviously artificially toned. So someone was trying to manipulate it, but it actually ended up damaging the coin. So if this was 1, either naturally toned, or 2, not toned at all, it would be worth even more money than this. But this coin sold for $12,925 even with the artificial toning on it. Here we have a 1918S 25-cent Standing Liberty Quarter graded by PCGS, a mint state 65 plus with the full head. So if you look at Liberty at her head, that's typically one of the first areas to get worn down during circulation, and it's a hard place for the mint. When it was minted, it's hard for that area to get full impression there. So they signify, hey, this has a full head. That means that collectors are going to want to be paying more money because it's pretty rare to have a full head like this. But for something from 1918 to be graded this highly, you know, in the mint state grade, it pretty much means that it didn't get passed around and circulated at all. If you have a 1918 Standing Liberty Quarter that's in extremely good condition like this, you want to make sure that you send it off to get graded, or you sell it to someone that's really reputable, someone that you trust, because the last thing you want to do is get scammed out of a quarter like this. But this 5-cent Standing Liberty Quarter from 1918 sold for $14,687. So now the prices are going to get quite extreme here. Here we have a 1918 over 7S 25-cent Standing Liberty Quarter graded by PCGS, a mint state 64. Now the first example I showed you was an error from the mint as well, but this one, you know, the first one was graded as a fine 15. This one was graded as a mint state 64. This just shows the value of getting your coins graded and how much of a difference it can really bring. It's extremely rare to find a quarter in this good of condition with that 1918 over 7 error. The biggest thing here is the grade. The grade is going to make or break the money for you. But even in the low grades, you're going to have a coin worth thousands of dollars easily. But in the mint state grade with the 1918 over 7, get this, guys, this coin sold for $149,500. So please, if you have a quarter like this, do not sell it. You know, make sure that you sell to someone that you can trust. Do not get scammed. Do not get ripped off. The last thing we want, you know, I'm showing you guys this. I want to give the value out there. I want to show you to what to look out for. The last thing I want you to do is bring this quarter in this nice of a condition to like a pawn shop or like a local coin shop that wants to scam people. Not saying that every coin shop does, but some of them, you know, aren't as good as others. But find someone you trust, because the last thing you want to do is sell them a coin and they say, hey, here's $1,000. You're all happy. And then later you find out that the coin is worth $150,000. So please make sure you take the appropriate steps. You know, I can help you as long as you're part of my membership program that you can cancel at any time. It's only a few dollars every month. But if you sent me a quarter like this and said, hey, what's my quarter worth? You know, I'm spending my time to help you potentially get tens of thousands of dollars or even hundreds of thousands. So make sure that you know what you're doing and, you know, don't get scammed. Use this as valuable information to help you, you know, get the value of your money there. So again, this coin sold for $149,000. Just going up in value. This is another 1918/7. The biggest thing is the mint error, and combine that with the grade of a PCGS mint state 64 plus. The plus grade is just going to be another, you know, cherry on top there. Essentially, the grading company is looking at the coin and saying, hey, for the mint state grade of 64, it looks really nice for that grade, so we're going to give it a plus designation. The plus is going to increase the value of the coin even more, and this 25-cent Standing Liberty quarter sold for $188,000. Look at this quarter. You can just tell immediately, compared to the other quarters before, this coin just looks phenomenal. But here we have another 1918/7S 25-cent Standing Liberty quarter graded by PCGS, a mint state 64 plus. So the plus grade is really important. It's going to increase the value. One of the biggest things here is that the quarter has the CAC sticker. Now, for those of you that don't know, the CAC company is another third party that is really well known, really reputable, and their little sticker on the holder is going to increase the value of the coin just so much money, especially on a quarter like this. And CAC is pretty much saying that this quarter looks really nice for the grade. So they're saying that it's good, it's really nice, it's a really good grade. It could even go higher possibly. Guys, this quarter sold for so much money, so please don't get scammed. Know what you're doing. Ask me questions, you know, find someone that you trust. But this coin sold for $336,000. Hit that subscribe button. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.